Hi everybody, I've got to do a video before the rains come. It just started getting dark and cloudy and windy all of a sudden, and I still need to do the weekend video, so let's get rolling. Okay, so I just want to talk about this last week's Powercast. Man, it was probably one of the most powerful Powercasts I've heard in a long time. Had a lot of rhythm to it. Mike was like really machine gutting point after point after point after point after point. There's so many of them. So I just want to cover one point that he went over nicely in 2 Corinthians chapter 3. And I'm going to read to you this passage from chapter 3 in 2 Corinthians. Starting in verse 6, it says, "Who also made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. For if the ministration of death, written and engraven in stones," that was the law, written and engraven in stones, starting out with the 10 Commandments. "If the ministration of death, written and engraven in stones, was glorious, so that the children of Israel could not steadfastly behold the face of Moses for the glory of his countenance, which glory has to be done away. That glory has to be done away. How shall not the ministration of the Spirit be rather glorious? For if the ministration of condemnation be glory," that was ministration of the law under the old covenant, "much more doth the ministration of righteousness exceed in glory in this New Testament, New Covenant. For even that which was made glorious had no glory in this respect, by reason of the glory that excelleth. For if that which is done away was glorious," talking about now how the old covenant, the law included, is done away with, and it was glorious, past tense, "much more that which remaineth is glorious." Now, what remains? The ministration of righteousness. So this is just another place where Paul talks about how the law was done away with, the old covenant was done away with. Done away with means it had to be fulfilled. There is nothing in the old covenant that has to be fulfilled. None of the law, none of the prophets, they are already fulfilled. So this is really cool. And this is such a nice, neat package. And not only that, it talks about changing from glory to glory. Pentecostals really like to use that, and especially in Word of Faith, they think that's a personal thing that goes on in your spiritual life. We aren't changing from glory to glory anymore. We changed from that old inferior glory to a new glory, and that is of the New Testament, which is the ministration of righteousness to us all. And that's new glory. It's just so much more powerful the way Mike just lays this all out in this last week's Powercast. So down below, I am going to put the link on the YouTube page to that Powercast so that you can listen to it, because it is packed full of lots and lots and lots and lots of points like these, and you really don't want to miss it. So I recommend it highly, and also I recommend you subscribe to our email newsletter so you can keep up with us, that you also subscribe to our YouTube page and listen to our Powercast and YouTube. And other than that, have a revolutionary week.